Today we are filming a 1965 Chevelle. We're putting on some rocker moldings, some rocker panel moldings that we got from Ausley Chevelle. Already did the other side, so I kind of figured it out. And this probably works for 64, 65, 66, and 67, or at least similar. Laid out the molding that I got and the parts that come with it, which those are the little tabs that fit on. They give you 6 of the tabs, 12 screws. I think you only use 11 screws, or at least I did last time. I think there's 5 on the bottom and 6 on the top. So we'll go through this exercise again. Once you did it the first time, and if you see the video, it's pretty easy. So I'll post these on my website. All right, so these are the tools that I use to do the molding, rocker panel molding. So I think you could use any one of the 3, either the powered ratchet, the manual ratchet, or a nut driver. I think I used all 3 at some point. The grease pencil just to mark the line on the top of the molding. A 7/64 drill bit to drill your holes. Probably gonna need a flashlight unless you've got some kind of lighting that you're going to use, and just a tape measure to measure down from where you mark that white grease pencil mark down just under the 1-inch mark to give you your spot, so that hangs right on there, and then you button it up on the bottom with the screws. Right? Okay. So here's what we did last time. We just mocked it up. We just kind of hold it up on where it should fit with the bottom tabs on the car. Make sure that you probably got 2 people, 1 on each end. And then took a white grease pencil, because I've got a black car. So whatever works for you. The white grease pencil comes right off. We just marked a line all the way across the top once we got it in place. And then we measured down just under 1 inch from the top of from the grease pencil line. Puts you right at the screw hole for the tab, and drilled a hole and hung the first one on the front side, and then hung the back side, and then did all the ones in the middle at the same height. And we'll go through that and kind of show you how that works. The tabs go in a certain direction, so we'll show you how that looks before we put the molding on, so you get a chance to see how it's supposed to look. And then you just screw it in from the bottom. The tabs are already there. You just drill the holes wherever the tabs are. So we'll get started here. Like I said, we'll just run a grease pencil line across the top to give us our start line.
So what you want to do is, these are the clips that you have. They need to have the top edge, the rounded edge, facing outward like such. The reason being is when you put this into your rocker panel, it'll fit tightly. Key is to make sure the edge is down so it can clip up and hang. This is how we came up with the measure from our grease line. We measured our grease line across the top edge of the rocker panel. From here to the center of the hole is almost 1 inch. Now you also have to take in consideration a little bit of the grease pencil. So we ended up going right here to the center, which would make the grease pencil line.
Okay, so we've got our grease pencil mark here. We told you that we were right in between the 1 inch and whatever line that is, just before 1 inch. And that's pretty much where I'm going to put my dot. Our grease pencil mark. There we go. So that's where we're going to drill our hole for the tab. and then there'll be the screws that go in the bottom on the bottom half. So we'll put these just kind of evenly separated down through. I think we measured maybe 15 or 20 inches between them. I think it was, I don't know, 70, 80 inches, something like that between the two fender moldings. So we just spread them out evenly, making sure obviously we missed the corners here, which are going to be a little tougher to drill into. Okay, first hole done. Okay, so we're putting our tabs on. Just make sure that they're pointing in the right direction. Get it started with this. I got a new tool here that I really like, so I'm going to use this. Make sure I've got this up and out. That's it. Okay, so we've got the front and the rear tab on just under an inch from our grease pencil line. So we've got one here and one down there in the back end. The rounded side up, flat side down. And then we just hang it from the top, from the little lip. And it lines straight up with our grease pencil line. We'll do the middles just to make sure it's secure, and then the little tabs on the bottom will screw in at the end. So here's Gail putting on the tabs down through the middle. Just kind of screwed those in and drilled the holes in the body part. Making sure that the rounded edge is on the top, flat part is on the bottom. And we'll just hang it from those tabs. Grab the top one.
There's one down here that's a little crooked.
A little crooked. Take the grease pencil off. What happened to my little towel there?
It's over there.
Oh.
You want to tell them to take
Yeah, I'm taking the grease pencil off.
That way you don't have it on there. Looks good.
Alright, just about done with the grease pencil. Okay. Ready to hang it?
Ready? That's on it.
Okay. Alright. And just drilling the holes in the bottom. It's as simple as that.
Looks good.
Looks very good. Alright, so we hung it on. Everything looks good. Put the screws in the bottom. And just made sure that we held it down nice and tight before we drilled the holes and screwed it in to make sure it was clamped nice and tight so it pulls down on those top brackets. And it looks great. This was from Ausley Chevelle. I think they were about $175 for the pair. They came with the screws and the tabs, and didn't have to trim anything. It fit perfect along in with the fender trim. So we're good. I like it. It looks better. Looks better this way than it did without. So it was a good day, and it took us, I don't know, a couple hours. If we knew what we were doing, it'd probably only take you about an hour and a half. But it was a little trial and error, and it worked well. Good luck.